You will find the link to crypto whale alert tracker in the description and pinned in comments below. What if I told you your next market crash could make you richer, not poorer? Nobody teaches this simple recovery playbook. Today you will learn a step-by-step crash recovery plan. You will discover three actions that stop panic and protect your core capital. Stay until the end for a hidden rebalancing trick most experts hide. If you want clear, repeatable strategies for surviving crypto crashes, subscribe now. I post beginner friendly recovery guides every week. Hit subscribe and tap the bell to turn dips into compounding opportunities. First, don't guess, diagnose. Measure, draw down, and identify the top losers. Example: if if you had 10,000 and it fell to 6,000, what is that is a 40% drawdown. See which assets caused most of the loss. Is the problem temporary or structural? Make a one-page dashboard showing drawdown, top 3 losers, liquidity needs, and time horizon. Visual clarity reduces panic and prevents bad trades. Diagnose first and then decide what to fix. Rule 1: after a crash is secure, after a crash is secure the core. Your core is the money you cannot afford to lose this cycle. That includes emergency funds, near-term expenses, and long-term base investments. Move that core into high liquidity and low volatility places. Use stablecoins on a trusted platform or cold storage for your long-term HODL. Convert enough to stablecoins to cover 6 to 12 months of expenses or at least your emotional runway. This breathing room prevents forced selling at the worst moment. Fail this step and you might be forced to sell at the bottom. Once the core is secure, hunt for opportunities. Not all dips are equal. Build an opportunity ladder. Rung 1 is defensive buys like blue chip projects with real adoption. Rung 2 is high probability trades with clear risk control. Rung 3 is speculative punts sized for learning, not rescue. Allocate more capital to defensive positions and less to speculative punts. Chasing the biggest winner with your last dollars is the fastest route to regret. Now decide how much to move into each rung with a simple allocation rule. Use a 3-factor rule: safety, opportunity, and learning. A practice crash split is safety 50%, opportunity 30%, learning 15%. Safety means stablecoins and preserved positions. Opportunity is funds reserved to buy quality at lower prices. Learning is small bets to test ideas and learn without risking the portfolio. If you are younger and more risk tolerant, increase opportunity by 10%. If you need cash soon, increase safety. Automate buys with dollar cost averaging and set limit orders at price tiers. Commit to maximum position sizes before you place orders. Without a rule like this, emotions will destroy your portfolio. Timing matters even with a good allocation. Most people expect indicators to save them. That is wrong. The real secret is capital rotation. Capital rotation means shifting funds between market segments, stable coins, large cap altcoins rather than trying to time an exact bottom. The common mistake is waiting for a perfect bottom signal and missing recovery. Rotate in stages: 20% at an early signal, 40% at stabilization, and 40% on breakout. This staged approach prevents paralysis and helps you catch the recovery waves. Next, use 3 simple timing signals to trigger each stage. Signal 1 is a volume spike on stabilization when price stops falling and volume increases. Signal 2 is market breadth improvement when more coins hold above short-term moving averages. Signal 3 is macro confirmation with risk on flows in Bitcoin and easing correlation with equities. Set alerts for volume spikes. Watch a simple breadth metric like top 10 versus the rest and monitor BTC flows. Contrarian tips. Sometimes a single strong signal is enough to open a small starter position. Ignore market breadth and you risk rebuying too late and missing the first wave. Even with signals, you must control risk. Risk control matters more than picking the right coin. Use three rules for risk: a max position limit, stop sizing, and pre declared exit plans. Never let a new speculative bet exceed 2 to 5% of your portfolio. Set stops at logical technical levels rather than emotional points. Use trailing stops when appropriate to protect gains. Write exit scenarios before you trade. For example, if price hits X, take Y% profit, and if it falls Z%, cut losses immediately. Label speculative trades as experiments to reduce emotional attachment. No plan equals forced emotional exits and account damage. This kind of control keeps you alive and able to recover. Here is the biggest twist most beginners miss. Rebalancing during recovery windows is the single most powerful habit. When markets stabilize, rebalance toward market leaders on a scheduled cadence like weekly or bi-weekly, but only with your opportunity bucket. Scheduled rebalancing forces you to buy dips and sell partial strength without trying to guess tops or bottoms. This disciplined habit buys more of the winners early and compounds gains faster. Rebalancing also limits emotional mistakes and makes growth systematic. Do this habit and you will recover and then grow. To summarize the playbook: diagnose the damage, secure the core, build an opportunity ladder, use the recovery allocation formula, rotate capital in stages using three simple signals, and control risk with a strict position sizes and exit plans. Practice scheduled rebalancing for the opportunity bucket to compound winners without guessing. If this helped, subscribe now to the channel. I break down recovery routines and indicator based timing in the next video. Join a community of creators and learners who turn crashes into compounding events. Hit subscribe now and tap the bell to join the recovery crew. Before you invest in any coin, watch the next video on momentum indicators and cycle analysis, because it could save you from one of the biggest beginner mistakes in crypto.